Welcome to the weekly wormhole. This is as like one of the few good things in the world.
You're traveling to another dimension, a dimension not only of sugar and spice, but of things that are nice. Welcome to the weekly wormhole.
Um, okay,
Okay,
good
so
intro.
what's on your algorithm this week?
Okay, so my favorite thing of the week that I have been obsessed with, and I definitely
Yeah.
went into our wormhole about, is the case of Benito the giraffe.
Oh,
This
no.
no, no. You shut your mouth. This story has everything. It has a climax. It has a happy ending. It has like hope for the earth. It has like just like beauty and grace. And
Oh.
it's amazing. This story is like the first time I came across it, I was like, nope, I don't need to hear about a fucking giraffe suffering. And it's like, no, that's not what this is about. This is a glimmer of hope in humanity. This is one of the few stories that you hear that comes full circle, gets wrapped up in a beautiful bow, and is forever going to be a happy story for more than Benito. This is as like one of the few good things in the world. The story
Okay.
of Benito the giraffe in Mexico. So this all starts. I have footage to back it up, but I figured like I would rather tell you the tale just in my own words.
Okay.
I can give you some references along the way, but really, let me just tell you the story, the tale of Benito, a giraffe, a child, baby to child giraffe, if anything.
Oh, is this gonna be like Dumbo?
No, what? The opposite. Literally, Benito shits on
You're
the
stressing me
No,
out.
I know, no, it's soon gonna get better. Soon. I'm telling you, it ends well. I'm spoiler alert.
But it
Benito
starts real sad.
is happy, alive, and like literally living his best life. Like literally, like truly like ragged to riches or whatever it's called. Okay, so Benito, the child giraffe that lives in none other than the neighbor of where we grew up in, lives in Juarez, a giraffe in Juarez. Okay, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Because it lived in like a park, like in Juarez, like the little a park that had other animals, like a park.
Plus a zoo.
No, a park.
Dude, this does not sound.
Wait, so but the only giraffe, it was like, oh, like the only like really exotic creature, right, in this park. And it's like would like the people that would go to the park, the Juarenses, really, this is like they are the real ones. They got Benito the fuck out of there because they would go. I'm gonna cry. They would go and they would see, and they would be like, not only is he alone, the only giraffe, but he's being fed like literally his diet was a horse's diet. They would get, and also the people would give them something really funny, and this is gonna come back. Like this is a callback, but like the people that would go, like they could give him food, but like they'd give him literally like Cheetos was his favorite Cheetos, right? So it's like that's the kind of fucking diet this giraffe had. But that's just a callback. But then, but they really cared. They're just stupid, but they really cared for him, and they were like, I don't know about. Been a couple winters that like it got really cold, but also
I
it's
got that.
yeah. And so people were like, this is not humane. So they started making videos and stuff, and it spread really quick all over Mexico. And they're like, justice. Everyone was like, justice for Benito, justice for Benito, and like if you remember when we were kids in Mexico City, we would go like twice. We went to African Safari in Puebla. So it is I researched it, and it is the biggest conservation park in all of Latin America. And it is historic, like it is world renowned for rescuing animals all over Latin America. And because Puebla happens to have, that region happens to have the perfect geographical conditions for animals that are indigenous to Africa. And the president of the zoo, or like the president of the zoo, that sounds so stupid. The like
The headmaster.
the like guy on top of the zoo. Yeah, the whatever. He's like the guy. He actually, his brother is like like he's another, but they're like very educated, very like anthropological, intelligent as hell. I see all their TikToks and they're all informative. They're just like, it is like really, really cool educational stuff, but they are really committed to like the like rescuing of animals. And so they made a huge campaign and they finally like appealed to them, and they got them, the people in the Juarez Park, to like donate the Benito to Africa. So the place where I ran into this, I didn't even know about him before, but is when they went to rescue him and they like documented the headmaster, whatever the hell. I don't think that's whatever, like
It's definitely not headmaster, since that's
Well,
like a school.
yeah. I know, I'm like, I don't know, the director of Africa
Yeah.
went in person because he wanted to like meet Benito, be sure to like, and the transportation was like so careful. They made like a special box that had speakers and the camera to see them, and they'd stop every so often to give them snacks, and the speakers were so like they could hear Benito, but they could also like comfort him. And the box was like insulated and like all of this stuff, right? Like they a lot. And they got him from, it was the whole journey of getting him from Juarez, Chihuahua, all the way down to Puebla. And then even the journey of like getting him like the 2 days of isolation for the test and everything. The only thing that was wrong with him, he had a few parasites, and he got over that. But from the beginning, they were like, and now we are starting the process of giving him the diet that he was born to have. So like all these carrots, and because he was new, like they would give the whole colony of giraffes for in his honor with him, like a cake made out of goodies for giraffes. So it was like a cake of like carrots and like all the stuff they like that they're supposed to eat. And they were like all like really into this like cake, and like, oh, and the main thing is they were going to integrate him with a colony of giraffes that was already there. And he is prepped to be the alpha of the colony because he's only a couple years old and he's already the one of the bigger. He's gonna grow up to be the biggest male, and he's supposed to be just like the stud, and he is slowly, this happened a couple weeks ago, and since then he has slowly integrated into like the stud of the group. Like he's like the alpha of the group now, and he roams around super free and with other species too that he would have in like his indigenous like environment. And he's thriving, and there's like so many people that go, people are going more because they want to see Benito, and people that go have all these videos of him like thriving and him going up to people because he's always trusted people, because in Juarez people would go up to him to feed him. And now he's like expecting like Cheetos and stuff. There's like a video of like he goes for orange things and people are like, oh, it's the Cheetos he used to, but obviously he's not allowed to have Cheetos anymore. But he's like that, he's like now he remembers the Cheetos. And it's just like, yeah, that was stupid, but the Juarez's like really made a huge stink about it. So like the nation noticed, Africam noticed, they pretend like, and now Juanito is like literally like living his best life, having the best diet, roaming around like in the biggest conservatory with like his friends and like all these people that love him, and he's like super healthy, destined to like help repopulate giraffes too.
Yeah.
They're really counting on him too.
I didn't know giraffes needed to be repopulated.
Yeah, they're like the thing before endangered.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I used
How did a giraffe end up in Juarez in a park?
Yeah, like really horrible
And what
conflict.
happened to the mom or whatever? Or you think it's like one of the narcos bought a giraffe and just left it in the park?
Could be that. Actually,
What happened
it
to
could
the
be
other
both
animals
too.
of this park?
They're not like they're not like Benito animals. They're like more like petting zoo types. But
Hmm.
but the next mission, actually, since like Benito has gotten so much traction, Africa has used that to do now a series on other animals that they have that they've rescued. And people are saying there's already a next mission. It's like Benito done, next mission. There's an elephant somewhere everyone's focusing on. And
The
Africa,
elephants are the saddest stories. I do not want to
I
see
know.
another
But
animal
Africa is
story
already
rescue. No.
they're already like petitioning for this other one. So it's looking like it's like the next one. It's like moving along.
It's just sad. Like, how did this
I know. Yeah.
animal survive in the freaking winters here? There. I mean, granted, we don't have like Michigan winters, but
It's the desert. The desert winters are brutal. For
the
a
nights and
animal that's supposed to live in Africa, that's
but
like,
he probably still had like a little barn or something, right? Because he wouldn't have survived as a baby in like 0-degree weather,
I don't know. I don't really,
like
I don't know.
freezing. No, not 0-degree, but like freezing conditions.
Dude, yeah, yeah. Um,
That's terrible.
yeah, and I actually don't know where Benito came from, but like he's in the best place he could be. Like,
Yeah.
and
Uh,
it's really cool to see a place like that. They're doing
yeah.
a lot of good. They really love the way they talk about it is so intelligent and empathetic without being like emotional, just like it's so these guys, the brothers are like so smart and like doing the Lord's work, and just like it's just so cool to
Yeah.
see this like amazing institution that is like getting so much support. And like, yeah, because obviously like the more
Yeah. And
people
if
that go,
you,
the more money they get.
I was gonna say like, and it's very very doable to visit Mexico City and then go to this place because it's not that far. You would
Yeah,
probably need to rent a car. Maybe they have tour buses, but I think it's like 2 hours, something
it's
like
a
that.
road trip. It's a quick road, like 1 day road trip.
Compared to American distances, that is it's very doable.
Nothing. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was also thinking, no, if you're going to Mexico, you could definitely do a whole vacation just in the Puebla.
Yeah. It's
So
worth
never mind. I was like, it is out of the way for. It's not that out of the way for Mexico, but it's in its own little like touristy spot. So,
but
and
if you're
the best food in the country is supposed to be Puebla's.
Puebla,
So
yeah, that's true. It's worth a trip to Puebla, but if you're doing like a really long, like 2 week Mexico City trip, it's worth the little day trip to
yeah, especially if you like animals too, because there are some people that don't. So I would
but
get that.
also that is like once in a lifetime, like in America, in all of the Americas, that is
Yeah,
like an exclusive. If you want to do safari in the Americas, that's the spot.
that and because they have a zoo too. They not everything is like safari. They have a zoo at the end, and that one's nice. And then, but then if you go to the Chapultepec, it's one of the nicest zoos in the world
Yeah,
too.
Mexico City, right there. Yeah.
The Mexico City one, and it's free.
Wow, it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. It's very sad. I definitely felt like it was a sad story.
No, but
You
he's
know,
doing the
Benito.
best. Yeah, Benito is like he
Benito.
got justice. He
It's a
got
good name for a pet. I don't know about.
yeah.
No offense to Benito Juarez, but I don't know if I would name a kid Benito. But yeah, a beloved pet, maybe.
Mm.
Unpopular opinion.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what that
Dude, Benito is too.
now, but like Benito Juarez is the man.
No, I mean now. I mean now. Like I like the
Yeah.
name, but I don't know if I would have a kid carry that. It's
I like it. I actually do like it. Benny. Benny.
Benito is the diminutive. What is the original?
I don't know. I was gonna ask that, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Benotto. Just kidding.
No.
Benedict,
Ben.
which is short for Benedict.
Oh yeah. Benedictus. Oh,
That's oh
I
my.
I could see like a Ben, and then you
Oh, I
call it
hate Ben.
Benito
I rather name someone Benito than Ben.
or Benedict.
I would put Benito, Benedict, Ben.
I would name someone Ben just so people think it's like the nickname and no, the nickname is freaking Benito.
No, I think Ben is a name. I don't think that's a
Or
nickname.
you name them Benito and they can pick Ben if they want to be
There you
basic.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they want to be a little bitch, they could be a little bitch.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's too bad of a story. It's probably gonna give me nightmares, but
Mm.
but it's nice. It was nice. It was nice. Well, I have what's that?
What's in your wormhole?
What's in your well, I have I went to see a while ago now. but at the time it was like the weekly, but I went to see The Beekeeper with my mom. And I really didn't want to watch it because it's just not my jam, but I'm always dragging her to all my movies.
I've
Like
never
I had
heard of it.
The Beekeeper.
Yeah.
No, I don't think. Well, no, I saw a lot of previews for it, but yeah, I don't know if they got the. I don't know if that we were the target audience. But my mom was stoked. She definitely sat through enough Marvel movies with me to earn the Beekeeper.
Yeah.
And she's
A
always
poor
like, "Oh,
woman.
I love Marvel movies. I like superhero movies." Like, not once have I ever seen you watch a superhero movie, not even accidentally.
Abby, me and her used to bond about how we hated those movies.
But she likes them now because she wants me to take her to the movies.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I guess we'll go see The Beekeeper. And I also put off Napoleon so much that they took it off the
Dude,
screen.
I went to see Napoleon with Matt because it was his request. And I was like, this could be good. Oh, like cinematographically, it was like
It
beautiful.
looked
It
amazing, yeah.
was the slowest shit in the world. It was like, there's
Yeah.
no plot. This is just for people that want to like get off on like the aesthetics, the visuals, and like love history, but it didn't tell you anything. It's like you had to know
You
Napoleon.
had to know history
It
to
was,
appreciate it.
it was like yeah, it was like a glamour piece on him. And it was like, well, if I was really into French history, this would be like definitely
Yeah.
the movie, but this is very niche and very slow. And I'm not that much into battle scenes. So
It had a lot of battle scenes.
oh my God, pure like almost all battle scenes.
Well, because he was commander, so it would have a lot of battles, you would think.
But it's like
Did Matt like it?
you would yeah, he loved it.
Oh, that's good. At least one movie ticket.
Yeah, but he owed me because I also went to see fucking what's the name of that movie with fucking Top
Tom
Gun the
Cruise.
second, and I fell asleep and I was like, wow, that I had not seen a movie that I've been that disinterested in decades, probably.
Yeah. So does he owe you two movies now?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Well, I owed my mom a lot, and this was it. This was the beginning was all of the movies I owed her.
Okay,
It
I
was
thought
good.
you
It was
liked
really
it.
good, but it still counts as her movie.
Okay.
If you ask her, she would agree because she likes me a lot.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, so we went to see it, and there was like this mom too, this mom with her little kid, and the little boy must have been like maybe 10 at most.
Oh
And
my.
I'm just like, remember when like mom would have us watch like Rambo and Rocky, and we would watch them before bed. And I'm just and just
Oh
a lot
yeah.
of stuff, a lot of, but it's just like a lot of movies that were like definitely not for kids. Like I'm pretty sure that is the only time I've ever watched Die Hard, is when my mom played it on the replay channel and we were about to go to sleep. It was definitely not catering to kids over here.
Cozy.
So it just reminded me of that. And yeah,
Yeah.
it was really fun. It was very unexpected because um it was really good because I did imagine something kind of like dated, I guess, dated. I was like, it's gonna be like every other action movie, and I mean, you may like those movies, like people may like those movies, but some of them just kind of blend together. No, this one was really good. Vigilante Justice. The outfits were amazing, and those are the ones I wanted to share. Like, let me show you this shirt. I can see myself making it and cross stitching the design. Like, I'll send it to you through my skit. And I didn't get great pictures because obviously, like it's still in theaters and you don't have like a ton. I'm actually surprised they didn't promo the outfits more. You
Hmm.
know, like they would show up in the red, sometimes they show up in the red carpets wearing kind of those designs that are going to be in the movie, and I haven't seen that. But they're really cool. I like the
What's the
jacket, but I
movie
really like the
about?
shirt. I'm sending it to text.
What the movie's about?
No, the shirt.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what is the movie about?
Oh, well, I was gonna get to that. So,
Wow, I love that.
right? That's what
Yeah.
I just want to take a moment to the outfits. Isn't that cool? They have the bad guys, and I don't want to like get to conspiracy theories, but all the bad guys are wearing sort of like these 70s Cuban fashion type of deal. I sent you the other bad guy, his outfits. They're pretty cool. Right?
Yeah,
And then there's a one last one that I'm like, oh, that's such a killer outfit. But that shirt at the beginning, I can totally see myself making it. With instead, because
ooh, I
it's a
love
graphic, right? But
it.
I could totally embroider that first one.
Wait, I'm gonna share my screen. That's cool. I love it.
Well, I was just gonna input them later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd rather just do that.
I love them.
Yeah.
Wow, especially wait, I didn't even know. Is that Josh Hutcherson?
It's Josh Hutcherson. Okay, I want to show you. This is not the first time he wears these kinds of outfits. And that guy did interviews saying, like, my closet is super basic. I'm just a jean and t-shirts. No, he has a coolest closet. And granted, this is from Future Man, which I watched, I binged, I highly recommend it. But it's basically like they just went into that same closet to get the stuff from this movie. Now, this is a little bit more gangster America, but it still has like that vibe of the outfits and the colors and the
What?
jackets. And it is
Oh,
supposed
I
to look
love it.
it
No,
is supposed to
the
look
first
overgrown
one.
on him. It's supposed to look like that because he's this guy that doesn't know what he's doing. So when they dress him up, he wears bulkier clothes, in the Future Man at least. But in this, the Beekeeper, like all the clothes he's wearing is like 100% him. Like that might as well be his style. He looks good. He looks really good in them. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I just really liked the colors and stuff. So the overview of this movie, no spoilers, no spoilers yet. So it's Jason Statham, and he's a beekeeper, like a literal beekeeper, and he's renting out beekeeper space, like the barn or the fields or whatever, to Felicia Rashad. I got her name, and she was the Cosby mom.
Okay.
Okay, so you can picture who it is. And so they're friends, like they become friends, and someone scams her out of all her money. And it's one of those like hacker phishing schemes type of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sad. And you see it in the preview. I'm not saying anything outside. And so yeah, he it hits him really hard because it's his friend, and um he just decides to do like vigilante justice. And it
Ooh.
turns out that not only is he a beekeeper, but he belongs to an organization that is called the Beekeepers, which are super crazy organization, super secret, like martial arts plus like
I have to see
CIA
this.
plus like hired gunmen, and it's just like superhero level killers.
Okay.
So that's what it turns out. And in the preview, it shows him pouring gasoline in this building because he's gonna light it on fire, right? By the time you get there in the movie, you wish that building had more people because you're like so mad at these corrupt people that he's burning alive. Like you're so mad, you're so fired up, you're ready for him to burn down the building. And it's only like the first like 20 minutes of the movie too, but it's really good. It really gets you in it. It starts like a freaking art film mixed with Saw. Like
Ooh.
it's really, you're like watching Midsummer and Saw. The way it starts with all the bees, and then you see wasps, and and the whole motif is like, yeah, when something threatens the hive, that's when the beekeeper comes in. And they repeat it a lot. It's a little bit on the nose, but it's you get the point across. It's really
Yeah.
good. So yeah, that's the overview. And then with spoilers,
Yeah.
I definitely think at its surface, and a lot of the points are very right wing points.
Oh
And
no.
there's also at the surface, I still enjoyed it a lot, but there's also like the very on the nose, very very direct point of like old people, like our society needs to care more for old people, right? Because the reason that all these people are
Absolutely.
being scammed through email and getting the
Absolutely.
retirement
Yes.
stolen, it's old people. So that's very on the nose, obviously. And it's a little bit right wing. Jason Statham wears like a Trump supporter outfit, not like a literal red cap, but he just looks very like a farmer, almost for like the entire movie, like 90% of the movie. He just wears his outfit and he drives like this old beaten pickup truck, so very relatable. And then the bad guys are dressed up like Cubans and futuristic 90s people, so it's
Well,
just
farmers are good people. They're like
yes, but I
the
think it's like
bread.
that very country boy
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of thing. So
Like
so
they're
what I'm
probably right
thinking,
winged.
what I'm thinking more than right wing, really more than right wing, I think the movie is trying to get older people into the movie theater. I looked up statistics, and AARP is the only one that's saying that old people is going to the movies. Every other study is like,
I mean,
yeah,
they
the
got my
least,
mom.
yeah, the least demographic that goes to the movies is like boomers and up, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it's like, oh, they want them to be more invested in movies, and that's cool. And I think it has a lot of stuff for younger people too, because I really liked it. The fighting scenes are really cool. You have a lot of these bad guys, the futuristic people, the bad guys that fight, because you have the bad guys that dress like Cubans. They're like the wannabe financial district kind of bros. And then you have the bad guys that fight, which some of them are like special ops, but the main bad guys are dressed like sci-fi futuristic 90s characters. And
Mhm.
they come up with like a lot of gear and guns and blowing. And Jason Statham, who does not look young, I think they even made him look older than he usually looks. He basically just uses his strengths to unarm them. He barely uses tools or anything like that compared to these other guys. He definitely uses their strengths against them. and he just does them like in a really cool way. Like the fighting choreography is really cool. And
I like that.
yeah, I just thought it was really cool, and it combined this futuristic kind of fighting with what you see a little bit more in older films, where there's not a ton of gear, you know, there's not a ton of razzle dazzle, but it's definitely very, very good. And one of the protagonists, or like the leading female, I would say, is a Black woman who wears her hair more naturally. I don't know anything about Black hair, but it looks more natural. And at the end, there's a gala, and she wears like a hairpin on it, and it looks amazing. I mean, she's gorgeous too, but like the hair looks amazing. The outfits she wears, she looks like a boss. So it's really cool. So I think like on the surface, there's a little bit of like a right-wing mentality, but when you look at the center of it, I think it's also kind of left too, because now I'm going to tell you the spoiler. Do you want a spoiler? You don't want a spoiler?
I'll take a spoiler, but I do want to watch this very badly. I think Matt will love it.
I will tell you the spoiler then, but there's other stuff. And basically
spoiler.
no. So the less hidden spoiler is basically every organization, every single organization in the United States, from like the policeman to the head of state, like everyone is corrupt. So I think in a way, it really is like, just don't trust anyone, right? And I don't know if it was super obvious, but there's like a Trump figure. You could say that someone is a little bit of a Trump figure that is also corrupt, but like the CIA is corrupt, the beekeepers are corrupt, everyone's corrupt. Like
the beekeepers.
Don't trust anyone. No, not a single person trust. But the action is pretty cool. And I'm not gonna go into like how badly everyone needs to not be trusted.
Okay.
But yeah.
Thank God you didn't tell me the spoiler, because that in and of itself.
That's a huge spoiler, actually. I went like too spoilery. But I thought it was really cool. And then I'm telling you, like Jason Statham, like they definitely make him look older. I believe they highlight a lot like this part of his head, which has all the wrinkles. But I think it's like the wrinkles because he shaves his head. But they left a little bit of stubble, and you can see a lot of salt and pepper. So in that way, I think they disguise him as like older, you know. And I think it's part of the appealing to older crowd. But at the beginning of the movie, is wearing an outfit that he has no right to wear. And I'm going to show it to you, because I was like, hot damn. Like, this man I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you right now. It looks good. It looks good. So this is his beekeeper outfit. Like his beekeeper as like actual bees outfit. I sent it to you through text.
Okay. Okay.
Right? Isn't that a cool outfit?
Yeah, it's cool. That
looks almost more like that sport with the sword. You know which one?
Yeah.
That looks more like that than a beekeeper.
Like a jockey, but it does look like a.
No, not a jockey. It looks like the sword. Oh, man, that outfit is hot. I want that outfit.
I used to get a guy that did that in college. It's called holy fuck, dude. It's the same thing as in the movie with Lindsay Lohan, the like twin movie. What is that called? The twin movie with Lindsay Lohan?
Parent Swap.
Parent Swap.
Parent
Trap, where they did the.
I don't remember the name. I don't remember it, but you might agree how hot that outfit is if I show you what beekeepers actually look like.
No, I know what they
I just sent you a text. It's like, this was very like artistic liberties over here with his outfit.
Oh my God, I just screamed so loud. No, but yeah, the differences. Wait. Now I'm like determined to find out. So I'm gonna say sport with a sword. And fencing. It's called
fencing. Yeah, it looks more like a fencing outfit than a beekeeper outfit, but I'm not complaining. It's really, really, really cool.
If I were a beekeeper, I'd rather wear that than a real beekeeper's outfit.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it protects me or not.
The,
How cool am
the,
I gonna be
bee,
the
the
beast?
beekeeper's outfit looks like a guy, the guy that does the like
Yeah.
what is it called? Like when the anti-bug sprays?
Well, they are bugs, but yeah, granted, the
No,
one
no,
I
no,
showed
no.
you is supposed to be like a costume, but if you Google this, if you Google this, they all look like that. No, but the fashion is cool, the action is cool. I thought the message was kind of cool. I'm not anti, I don't even think it's that right wing, but I'm not anti right if it's done like smartly, because there are definitely criticisms to be made of all political parties. So I thought it
No,
was
but
great.
it sounds like it's not even like conservative or like Republican or Democratic. It's more like
No.
those values could align to either the right wing or not Democrats, but leftists.
Yeah, yeah, not right, not
You
like,
know, like, yeah,
but
those are like the same values, really.
yeah, because I was gonna
In,
say
in
like
some ways,
I would say that I'm
I
very
don't
far
think.
left, but I'm very pro farming, and he definitely is dressed like a farming farmer the entire time. But also,
Okay.
I guess right wing in terms of like it's very anti um big government, right?
Yeah, which we can all get behind.
And like pro vigilante justice, which I also get behind a little bit. So yeah, I thought it was great. I liked it a lot.
Nice.
I want to see more movies like that.
I'm gonna go see it based
Yeah,
on
and I haven't seen, because I watch a lot of recaps of movies and stuff, and I haven't really seen anything come across. I don't know that I would be talking about it if I hadn't like gone to see it with my mom.
yeah, which is crazy because it's like Josh Hutcherson should get the young crowd, and I haven't seen anything about it.
That's the
Uh,
thing. I was trying to get a better shot of his outfit, and there's like a website that will show you the sort of like shop your TV. It'll show you the outfits that they're wearing, and the photos they had were terrible. And you would think that someone was like taking good pictures of these outfits just for like part of the movie, history or whatever they call it. Right? Part of the portfolio or whatever. They're cool outfits. I can make that. I want to make that shirt.
they look cool. Yeah, we should
Yeah.
do a series where we make like our favorite, like even if it's not the whole outfit, like our favorite like article from a movie.
Yeah.
And you can pick that one, and I can like pick another one. We can like narrow it down like a movie in the last like 5 years. Because otherwise, it's like, oof, I could do like Romeo and Michelle.
I think we should do our own Romeo and Michelle outfit.
Yes, please. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, we should do it.
But you know what? I would definitely fall in the trap of just recreating one of the outfits instead of coming with my own idea. Is that Josh Hutcherson shirt? I hate blue. I would very unlikely pick blue.
Oh my
And
God.
then that shirt, like you can't really tell in the photos, but I went to see it like in the film, and that's a graphic. The cross stitch, the crosses, that's a graphic. But I could totally see me doing it as an embroidery, and that would look really cool. Almost like a guayabera meets Hungarian stitching, I'm thinking.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, I think we should do like a movie, like article that we've loved in the last 5 years.
What if we do like fashion through the ages, but like cinema? I don't know what to call it. And we pick like, okay, a 90s movie or a 2010 movie or something like that.
We should.
But it has to be an iconic movie. It has to be something that people have watched. Because we can go real off the
Absolutely.
rails.
No, no, iconic. It has to represent the
Iconic, yeah. Yeah, like Romeo and Michelle. Probably this is probably not iconic based on like how many people seem to have watched it. Although it had like a when we went to see it, it had a 96 Google
Mhm.
audiences liked it. The Rotten Tomatoes, I don't know, IMDb ratings now. I look at like of Google users how many liked it, and it was like 96. It was
Wow.
pretty high. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
who knows how many people have watched it? I liked it.
I'm gonna go watch it.
and I think Matt would like it. There's a lot of fighting, and he
based on
likes the
that,
Top
he would
Guns.
love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like so up his alley. Like his family is farmers. He like loves like martial arts.
Yeah, and I'm not super familiar with the martial arts he does, but you can see a lot of martial art type of fighting for Jason Statham because you can see him using the force and kind of like flowing the energy and like just kind of flowing the energy to the opponent, and he pretty much walks into everywhere without a gun and ends up disarming everyone with just tools around him, and he'll like even take like the guns apart and like won't use them. I think he uses them like maybe once or twice, but I thought that was really cool. Like, hey, I don't need weapons, I'm the weapon, right? My body's the weapon. That's pretty hot.
I love Jason Statham. I definitely want to watch it.
I loved Josh Hutcherson. Yeah, Hutcherson. I really liked him in Future Man. That's way underrated. Way underrated.
Future Man. Okay.
Yeah, it was a Hulu original like 10 years ago. Or maybe less. Maybe less. But yeah, it's about him being it's kind of like a Terminator type of idea where people come from the future to get him because he's supposed to save the world, but he's like, so that's kind of Terminator part, and then it ends because he's like really bad at it, and everything they do just makes the future worst or something like that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And there's another actress that's on it that I really like, but I can never remember her name. But she's been in a few like comedies. It's pretty good too.
That does sound good, actually. And be played right now.
And I think it's only like 3 seasons, maybe 2. Yeah.
Oh.
I remember they canceled it, but they did end the series like not on a huge cliffhanger, at least. It just kind of like, well, slice of life.
What is it called?
Future Man.
Future Man.
And it's a Hulu original, so it should still be on Hulu.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah. But yeah, Movie, Vite, and Benito. Yeah.
1, 2,
Like,
3.
subscribe.
Welcome to the weekly wormhole. You didn't do it with me. What the fuck?
I was supposed to do it with you.
I don't know. I thought that's what you were saying. What are you saying?
I was gonna tell you.
What are you saying?
We didn't say we were gonna do it together, but
Okay,
I was
what are you
wondering when
saying
you were
then?
counting.
Oh my God.